Welcome back to our weekly update. I'm Charlotte McLeod with investingnews.com, and this time around we have a special video for you. As we head into the new year, I asked experts to share their picks for the top performing asset of 2026. Let's run through what they had to say. After silver's record-setting 2025 run, it's no surprise that it topped the list for many of the people I spoke to. Here's Substack newsletter writer John Rubino summing up the case for silver.
I would go with silver in the year ahead because that story is great, and it's kind of sort of working out right now because you've got the kind of background turmoil going on in the exchanges, and then you've got lots of different technologies using lots of silver, including a new thing, which is a solid state battery that's coming along. Car makers are creating them, and apparently they use lots of silver. They're much better than lithium ion, and they use lots of silver. So there are lots of catalysts for a next leg in the silver bull market. So I think it's decently possible that we hit $100 an ounce in 2026.
Peter Schiff of Euro Pacific Asset Management and Schiff Gold mentioned silver too, although he also said he sees mining stocks overall doing well.
Well, I think it could be the precious metals again. So maybe silver. It could be silver. But I think the mining stocks are going to have another really good year. I think we're flushing some people out. Towards the end of this year, but I think it's going to be another really good year for the mining stocks. So.
Similarly, Craig Hemke of tfmetalsreport.com is bullish on silver, but said his choice for top performing asset of 2026 would be silver mining stocks.
Charlotte, there's the market cap of the big 5 U.S. stocks is like $20 trillion. What's the market cap of the leading 8 silver producers? I don't even know. 20 billion? Is it even that much? Yeah. So if you just peel off a little tiny fraction of the money that's out there, chasing the momentum in these big cap stocks, you peel off a basis point, that's 200 billion. Where does that, you talk about finding willing sellers, right, of existing shares, and all this money just comes into our sector and starts chasing a very limited number of opportunities. They could really astonish where some of those things could go from here. So, all right, there you go. The silver mining sector, number 1.
While silver was definitely in the spotlight, gold wasn't forgotten by the market watchers I talked to. Byron King of Paradigm Press highlighted the yellow metal's ability to preserve wealth.
When you say what's going to be the top performing, what's going to produce the most amount of money for the most amount of people, it'll probably be rising gold. Some people will make money in antimony or in tungsten or in other exotic, but the big savior of wealth to the investing classes out there, the investing people out there, the big salvation of your wealth is going to be backing it up with precious metals, gold and silver, throw some platinum in there, what have you. Because when gold goes up, it doesn't mean that the gold itself has changed. It's still gold is gold is gold. It means that the value of the dollar is going down. It means that the people's perception of the usefulness of a dollar is going down.
Uranium also came up multiple times in my conversations, with the overall concept being that the long-term story looks positive given strong demand and tightening supply. I really like this clip from Chris Temple of the National Investor, who answered my question very quickly.
If we look forward to 2026, what would your pick be for top performing asset next year? And can be a commodity, but it doesn't have to.
Uranium.
Okay, all right, it's easy.
That's an easy one.
Okay.
And that's for a whole host of reasons. Whether we have a big drop in the overall markets or not, I think uranium, even today, when we've had a bit of a bounce, we're 80-ish or so on the spot price. I have said it before, and I'll say it again, within a couple of years, I'm looking for $200 plus a pound on the uranium spot price. Contract prices, of course, will be different. The spot price will probably, by then, exceed the contract prices because the market's going to stay very, very tight.
Copper also took the top spot for a number of the experts I heard from, including Lobo Tigre of IndependentSpeculator.com. Copper was Lobo's highest confidence trade for 2025, and he chose the base metal again for the year ahead. Here's why.
So, top pick for 2026 is copper. Similar reasons to 2025. The copper price has been kicked around up and down by what I think of as sort of extraneous issues. But the fundamentals, I mean, the demand scenario just looks phenomenal, and the supply has been really constrained. It's been exceptionally constrained this year because we had 4 major copper mining accidents, some including fatalities, unfortunately. But that's not something you can, track or put a trend line or something. These things happen. So my thesis is not copper because there's going to be more mining accidents, but just copper because we need more. And finding, permitting, and building these mega deposits that are needed takes a lot of time. It's not happening fast enough.
Gold, silver, uranium, and copper are always favorites on our channel, but I'd be remiss if I didn't highlight a few of the less mainstream picks that came up in conversation. Unsurprisingly, Rick Rule of Rule Investment Media went outside the box.
Top performing asset that I follow, risk to reward, there's 2. Oil and gas is probably number 1. Small scale focused community banks in the United States, less than $2 billion AUM is number 2. They're dirt cheap. Most of them are poorly run. A few of them are well run. So a well run community bank in the US, a fairly small community bank with a focused community and a focused strategy. These things are earnings machines, and they are pathologically cheap.
Gareth Soloway of InTheMoneyStocks.com also had an alternate take. Although he believes gold will perform well in 2026, he said it won't necessarily be the top performing asset.
I'm going to lean more towards defensive names that have been at their long term. And this isn't really a sector. Well, it's not really an asset class unto itself. But like for me, names like something like Pfizer, it's trading at a forward PE of 8. It's been beaten down. It's trading, when it was down at these lows, it was trading at levels not seen since 2013, 2012. I think these are the sleeper moves of 2026. These old school drug stocks, the old trustees, they're not sexy, but at the same time, they get the job done with making money every single quarter. And I think that's really where I'm expecting the gains from. I could see Pfizer up 50% in 2026 very easily.
Finally, Clem Chambers of anewfn.com spoke about why he sees promise in Intel.
I think Intel is going to be doing exceptionally well. It's got another 50% easy in it next year, maybe 100% even. When I started to tell everybody about it at $20, it's doubled since then, and it's made me very happy. But I think it's got $60 in it quite easily. And if you look at those chip people, it's 3 times sales is Intel. Okay. If you look at NVIDIA, it's 65 times sale. AMD's, whatever it is, 20 times sale, 30 times sale. Broadcom, blah, 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 blah. You go look at the sales multiples. So Intel could easily be 10x.
You can find the links to the full interviews with John Rubino, Peter Schiff, Craig Hemke, Byron King, Chris Temple, Lobo Tigre, Rick Rule, Gareth Soloway, and Clem Chambers in the video description if you'd like to hear more. I'd also love to know your thoughts, so leave a comment below with what you think will be the top performing asset of 2026.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave us a comment below.